Right, it's okay. It's okay.
Hi guys, welcome back again to another beautiful video. So well, I say this is just an update, kind of video, because yesterday I uploaded a video. Sorry, I needed to kill mosquito. I'm outside the compound and there are lots and lots of mosquitoes here. Okay, so yesterday I uploaded a video, and I showed my sister-in-law's funeral ceremony, and there were a lot of questions from you guys. Of course, I was expecting all of that. That was why I had to keep some part of the video, so that I will give this explanation before I upload it here to avoid stirring up mixed reactions, and all of that. One of the most asked questions was if she died out of domestic violence. Yes, she did. That's the truth. I used to hear that women who are in abusive marriages don't leave the marriage. Like, it used to be like movie to me until it actually happened to me, because it happened to her, so it has happened to me. So because I'm married into that family, she is like my sister. I remember when I met her for the first time. Prior to that time, I had heard that her husband hits her and maltreats her. So I called and I gave her the assurance I needed to give her, that day, although it was a brief meeting, after which we still spoke on the phone again, and I told her that you don't have to die because of your children. If the man is saying don't live with my children, you can as well leave, put yourself in a lawsuit to get the custody of your children if you believe he cannot take care of them. So she started sharing with me that, she needs to continue praying for this man to change and all of that. That this was not how it used to be, according to her. That they used to stay at Ibadan. She shared this story with me, that they used to stay at Ibadan, and the man used to take very good care of her and all of that. And all of a sudden, he changed. When he lost his job, they moved down to the village. Probably he became depressed, according to what my sister-in-law was telling me, and then started hitting her, started maltreating her and all of that. I still maintained, after all the stories that she told me, when somebody is trying to convince you that she's not being maltreated, rather that the man is obviously going through something. But I believe that when a man loses his job and your wife is still loving and caring to you, why in God's name will you now vent your anger or your annoyance or whatever it is you're going through on her? It's not her fault. It's not her fault. Was she the reason why you lost your job? Obviously, she's not. So why in God's name will you now put all the anger and annoyance on her? It hurt me so much that she had to die this way. Yes, she died since February. You guys, some of you will know. And we did our best to save her, but we couldn't save her. And another thing I would like to talk about is polygamy is a killer. The man was once married. The wife left him. She didn't settle the marriage, not like they divorced and all of that, and he left. But the man had a child who happens to be the stepdaughter you guys heard that was blabbing in the video. I don't want to talk about her because her case is a different case altogether. Chidema gave her whatever, how will I say, whatever license, that made her do all that she did to her when she was still alive. So let's not talk about that. She was in the marriage already before this man came to marry Chidema. And another thing I want to say is, women, they believe that when a man marries you properly, does everything that needed to be done on your head, before that man go hit you, go calculate money will be saying spend. Abi? You will calculate what he went through to come and take you from your parents. And I also want to talk to parents. If by any means your daughter happens to have a child out of wedlock, that's not a license for you to push her into any kind of marriage you see. Because from what I'm seeing, from what I was told, this girl got pregnant. The man never married her. Got pregnant and out of wedlock, and then, from there the man then, the family pushed her. From then, out of shame and all of that, she ran to stay with the man. The family sent messages for the man to come and perform the traditional rites, but of course, from the look of things, he didn't have the money then. Or will I say he had the money, but because the woman don't pack come meet him, you understand that kind of a thing, he now relaxed. So that's one. Parents, me out of wedlock. If your child gets pregnant out of wedlock, don't push her away. Correct with love. After the correction, still keep your child. You're not the first. I'm not encouraging young girls to go and start getting pregnant out of wedlock, because I have heard a lot of stories where young girls got pregnant out of wedlock and it ended their family, their parents ridiculed and pushed them into what almost took the lives of some of them. So I guess the man relaxed and couldn't come to pay anything again, and before you know it, more children set in. And before you know it, he lost his job, and then they relocated from Ibadan down to the village, and that was how this man turned this lady into a punching bag. I assured Chidinma, when actually that day when I was speaking to her, giving her my words that if you can leave this man that is treating you this way, shouting at you in the public, beating you at any slightest opportunity, stop giving you money whenever you guys have a fight or you misunderstand it. If you can pull out of this marriage, I personally will give you all the support you need. I'll give you all the support you need, because I realize that whenever you call Chidinma's phone, the man will first of all pick before he will give Chidinma the phone to speak to you. I'm not telling you what I'm not sure of, I'm telling you what I have actually experienced. To the point that sometimes I'll ask, wait, Chidinma, is it that she does not go out with her phone, like her own phone? Initially, they said her phone was bad. We got her another phone, and the same thing kept happening. So I discovered that that's what she wants in the marriage, and we all left her alone, because even that day that I was talking to her, her family members, her siblings, were telling me, who happened to be my brother and sister-in-laws, were telling me that I should not waste my time. That on several occasions, Chidinma has been brought back home, and she ends up going back to this man. I'm angry. One of the reasons why I'm angry is because another woman somewhere is also in an abusive marriage as we speak, and won't speak up. Some of them, because of the, some of them won't even tell you what they are going through, so that you don't advise them. Some of them still wear this smile every day, they are dying inside, and they still won't tell you what they are going through. I'm not saying do not pray for your man. I'm not saying don't fight for your marriage, but not when it has become abusive. Like Anna Kozegi, they beat you. So to all those of you saying, Sandra, you didn't do well, why didn't you pull out of the marriage? I got messages like that actually yesterday. This to somebody that is still mourning, because it's just less than 2 weeks that we went to bury her. The trauma and everything is still very fresh in my head. I'm going to show you guys a part of the video where you will know that I went through trauma that day. I actually went through trauma. At that point, it was just like Chidinma didn't want to leave that marriage. It got to a point where if you send her money, her husband is with her ATM card, the man gives her the amount of money to spend. And on several occasions, my brother and sister-in-laws has gone there to go and meet with the man, right? To come and do the needful. Pay this girl's dowry. Actually, you want her. Apart from that, give her access to her phone and her ATM card. Allow her to do business. Allow her to fend for herself. But the man refused and all of that. So they left them alone. And Chidinma will always protect the husband. Chidinma will always stand with the husband 24/7. When a woman is being maltreated and then her family people comes to rescue her, and then she's on the side of the family. No, not Chidinma. That's why I tell you that she's a virtuous woman to the core. A virtuous woman actually died. She will always be on the side of her husband, supporting her husband, crying that she does not want to leave her children. That was why that day her brother was saying, now you've left that same children you're saying you don't want to leave. Okay, that being said, when we were going, we didn't want to go with the youths of my husband's village, because earlier we had arranged a bus that will convey the youths with us. But I called my husband and I said, I've experienced this kind of burial before, where the youths will get there and they'll start spoiling things, and before you know it, they'll create problems and expenses for you. So my husband understood it, talked to the elders, and they agreed that no youth, let the youth stay behind. When they come back, they can continue whatever they are doing there. in her father's compound. But for now, let the elders go and pay their last respect so that Chidinma will be buried. So one of the reasons why it actually took time before she was buried was because the man had to come and marry her in death. Do you understand? Marry, yeah, before the family, before my husband's family will agree to give, to release the corpse to the man. So after that, before Chidinma died, for about 3 months, nobody was hearing from her. Her phone wasn't going through and all of that. She was married at Mbise. She was being married at Mbise. So my eldest co-wife, the wife of the eldest son, was sent to her husband's place to go and confirm why her number wasn't going through and all of that. So when she got there, that was when they told her that Chidinma has been sick for the past 1 month. And then you people locked her in the house. She wasn't taken to the hospital. Nothing. You didn't inform her people. Why lock a sick person in the house when you know you are not financially capable to take care of her? Why not call her people to come and treat her? As at the time we made arrangement for Chidinma to be moved to the hospital, she was already in coma. I'm going to attach a picture, a video, to the point that immediately she got to the hospital, they had to place her on oxygen immediately. And the next day, she was taken to the hospital today. The next day, Chidinma died. Yes, the next day she died. It was a terrible thing. It was a terrible situation. Your wife is sick. You didn't take her to the hospital. You didn't inform her family. Not like you were traditionally or legally or whatever religiously married to her. You're a wicked man. There's nothing there's no justification to the fact that this man is not wicked, and you're not financially capable. You're not financially capable to take care of her, yet you locked her inside the house. So that day we got to the venue of the burial. Long story short, we didn't want a fight. My husband went in there, was crying. You guys already saw all of that in the last video. I was trying to control him because both of them are like 5 and 6. So on our way out, what got us angry initially was that when we got there, that her first daughter, this is somebody that her mother's corpse was lying in state. You people sent her to go and be fetching water. So there's no other person in the family that can fetch that water. No other person in the family that can fetch that water. Somebody, her mother's body was lying in state, was carrying a bucket of water, fetching and be putting in the drum, going back to go and fetch. It was an eyesore. We saw that and nobody was happy. So that was one of the things that triggered all the anger and the emotions that my husband has bottled up, and all the siblings, they were just crying and saying everything that was in their heart. And a woman from that family came and said, instead of her to shut up her mouth and pass and go, she passed and said that they are just trying to train the girl to be good, to be a good girl. This is somebody. The family itself, they are bad family. Sorry to say, but that's how I see it. There's not anybody is telling me. This is somebody that the mother is lying in state, and you have the mind to give her a bucket to go and be fetching water. So the same wickedness you showed the mother is what you're transferring to the children. It was a terrible thing. It was a terrible thing to behold. And all the elders were not happy. Nobody was happy again, and that was how fight broke out. Anyways, I'm going to allow you guys to watch that part of the video where the fight broke out, a lot of quarrel, a lot of violence. They started, what we didn't plan started happening, right? So even while we were, angry and talking and all of that, the family and the villagers still knew that our anger and everything we did that day was justified because she was maltreated. She wasn't taken care of as a wife should.
So they ask this bastard, leave me. Wait.
Hello, y'all.
Oh, God, because Judea. Because Judea, okay, help us. Right, please now.
Don't control it too now. Talk for this place, eh?
Right. What is
Sandra go fire all of you. This barrier, we go scatter them for you today. Now go put it. And they talk here. Now just say, see the way you're pushing me around. Leave me, baby, leave me now. Leave me. That's my marriage, yo. My marriage. What is this way they say? All of them go out.
Why do you think I'm with you guys? I got your your sister. Plate, I don't have one year. I don't have 1 year. I had available today. They do sell marker. All they do much of the man who they do sell. After many years, I have 1 year and a bit. I got you out of channel. Which year 1 day, I have 1 year life of year back. So, yes, for that bed today, I am happy. I'm going to confidential. See where will you go? I'm going to have a kupuna. Therefore, take the manager. I don't know. Don't start this motor. Oh, when only met any help also to them. Onwe honi mete. Onwe honi megide. Highest nigga met in the man with that near. Highest nigga maybe that near to the man. So, open up what I can hear to the man. Don't move this car. Chidema is not happy. Calm down. Calm down. Just calm down. It's okay. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. It's okay.
Hey.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Mama, happy I call it too. Happy. I'm going to too. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Oh, tu as l'air de
Calm down. Calm down.
Organ. Hapo kan here. Hapo.
Little, Kenya. Little. Happy, yana, moto happy. Little. No, we are in social world. Who knows what 2 days, more the third day? Who knows what the matter 2 days, more the third day? Right, it's okay. Calm down. It's okay. Calm down. One. So yeah, has somebody no phone. The debt is sending me from the house. One and we somebody no matter what you phone. Who no go buy how malu. I the message you book. And the message for what? And the message. My sister. Yes, in let the elders come. We don't want trouble.
Now you've seen it. My message to you that is in an abusive marriage and you're covering or pretending is, if you die, if you're staying there because of your children, you eventually die and leave those children. Live for your life. Live to live. Live to live. You must not be there. Marriage is not a do or die affair. I'm not one of those Christians that say divorce is a sin. It's not a sin. It is not a sin. Live to live. If it has gotten to the point where a man will turn to punching bag, stab you, abuse you physically, mentally, emotionally, go away from that marriage. People have issues in marriage. We know the kind of issues that when it's going on in a marriage, prayers will be made and all of that. You engage God because He's the founder of marriage to help you and sustain your marriage. And we still know the kind of things you see in a marriage and you leave. I'm angry. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. This is not creating content. I'm just trying to use this as a medium to pass a message across to you. And you, that is a woman that will pack your bag and go and live with a man that is not yet married to you. If a man pay money for your head, he will value you. If a man struggle make money to pay on your head, he will value you. Don't be desperate. Do not be desperate. And to the mothers that when their daughter mistakenly gets pregnant out of wedlock, you push her, try. Some will push you away and never look for you again. I know what I'm saying. I have this kind of cases on my table. Recently, I started sharing third-party stories on my channel, and see the level of story that people shared with me, my ears blocked. I no fishy again. Like, I became scared of coming to share them here on the channel because they are unbelievable. Things are happening. Things are happening. Anyways, all right, this is just me coming here to, explain in details what exactly happened and give out the truth of what happened. I actually got the permission of my husband's family to be able to share this and also use it as a means to educate women. And this girl is another Usinachi, because when she opens her mouth to sing, heavens fall. Heavens fall. And now she's no more. You guys will get to understand what I mean. Maybe my next 2 videos will get to understand why I said she's another Usinachi that just died. I'm going to put a video that you guys will watch so that you know that another Usinachi, we just lost another Usinachi. It is well. I'll catch up later.